Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Moira and today's video is going to be part 2 of building my architectural thesis in The Sims 4. So if you haven't watched the first part yet, I will link it down below. So in the first part, I did the exteriors and now I'm doing the interiors. So first room here is the film studio. I just put the photo booth there, but I had to scale it down because it wouldn't fit because again, the proportions in The Sims are not the same as in real life. So anyways, next here is the fabrication laboratory. I just put a woodworking station and those industrial looking bookcases for that design aesthetic. Ganun. Okay, anyways, here next is the theater. So in my thesis, it's actually a full-on theater where people can perform and stuff, but again it's gonna be smaller in The Sims, so I just made it into like this cinema. So I added this large TV and put some chairs, couches, ano ba tawag dyan? Basta ganun. And then added some strip lights on the sides. I really like those strip lights. It's like cove lighting but vertical. Okay, anyways, and then in the back I just added some movie posters from The Sims 4, and I couldn't really find a light that was very sleek and discreet for those, but whatever. Okay, and then here in the middle, this is supposed to be the amphitheater. But again, I didn't want to do anything with the terrain anymore. I'm too lazy. So I just put a dance floor there. And then here in the lobby is also kind of supposed to be a place where students can practice, perform, get together, whatever. So there I just put like musical instruments and a bunch of seating areas like this, the lounge. So the students can interact with one another, ganun. And then here in this tiny little room, I thought I could fit a desk and chair in here because this is, in my thesis, is the director's office. But I couldn't fit it, so I just put a director's chair. And then here I just put some desk, computers, chairs, because this is the administration office. And then on that other room there, in my thesis, it was a finance office, I think. I just put the director's office in here. And I added those little cluttered objects. I love adding those in The Sims 4 because I think it's what makes it more realistic. And then the next room is the clinic. Of course, every school has a clinic, and especially for an art school where I think people can get hurt physically, especially if they're from dance, ganun. Yeah, and then I just added this super cute desk and a painting, and yeah. And again, I realized that I left a lot of rooms white, but whatever. Anyways, here next is the academic classroom, and in my thesis, there was supposed to be a mural at the back wall. Actually, Ibong Adarna pa nga yun. But I couldn't really find one that fit well, so I just upscaled this guitar decal for kids actually. And yeah, it turned out nice. And then here I'm adding chairs and tables and couches and ottomans because in my thesis, one of the things was the classrooms would have a variety of seating options so that they can choose where to sit, have that sense of ownership, mga ganong pambobola. Anyways, and then I left the other rooms blank just because it's gonna be the same layout and the furniture all over again, and I don't want to do it over and over again just for this video. So yeah, and then here is the cafeteria. I just put some random chairs and tables. Para it also has that very kitsch vibe. Okay, and then here is the kitchen to the cafeteria, and I hate how much I love to add the tiniest little details. Like I added accessories for the kitchen, which will never be used. Actually, even added a range over the stove. Ay, nako, Moira. Okay, anyways. And then here we're on the second floor already. This is the journalism room, right? So this is for students who are taking up creative writing. And again, there's a couch and chairs and tables for the variety of seating options. And then I added another bookcase. I think this is for toddlers, but I thought it was really cute. And then I changed the wallpaper to a light blue or green. Is that green? Because it was closer to the one in my thesis. In my thesis, it was actually Florante at Laura. But there I just added a poster of Harry Potter and a dinosaur reading a book. And then here is the art studio. So you have to add cabinets, countertop, a sink, so you know you could store things and also keep yourself clean. And then on the walls, I just added these real life sketches, which I think is actually a hidden object. And then here is the photo laboratory where students can develop pictures they took, ganun, and it has to be dark. That's why all the counters and cabinets are black. And then I tried finding a plain black paint for the walls, but I couldn't at that time, so I just used a black wood one. I'm not sure if you could actually use that for photo labs, but anyways. And then here I changed the mural into a smaller graffiti so that it would fit better. And then here are the shower slash changing rooms, and I just realized that I just blocked that window. So, para saan pa yun, no? But anyways, it's also convenient to have shower rooms in the school, especially where there's dance students. So, para after class, they can just, you know, freshen up and whatever. So, here is the dance studio. So, I added a mirror, a stereo, and I tried to find a painting that had some kind of dance connection to it, but I couldn't. So, music na lang. And then I changed that red wallpaper to blue because red is just so in your face. And then here is the music room. I just added a piano, a guitar, and a microphone, and another painting with someone playing the piano on it. Yeah. And then here is the faculty room. The faculty room is actually the one that bridges the connection between the arts department and the academic department. So first, I have a lounge there so that, you know, teachers can also lounge, and as well if students want to ask help from their teachers, they also have a place for that. O, diba? Sobrang lahat pinag-iisipan. And then here, I just added some desks and chairs, and I really love that olive green chair. I wish there was something like that in real life. And then added a painting. And then here is the pantry for the faculty, teachers. It's really simple. Tama? Okay. And then after that, I designed the library. Yeah, so I added bookcases, of course, and then some chairs and tables. And I tried to find which chair looked the most comfortable, but they all look like blocks to me. So whatever. And then of course you have your computers in the library. Yeah. And then I added a plant. That plant is my favorite plant because it's the one that looks more realistic. Yeah. And then I added another seating area, which is something that I copied from my 100 baby challenge house. Anyways, then here are two separate conference rooms where students can also use if they want to have private meetings, ganon. And then I also love that painting. It reminds me of the Philippines. And then here is the covered court, so I just added lines for basketball. Not even sure if I put that right. I think I did. But anyways, here is the editing lab where you edit. So I just added that station. I think that's for like the YouTuber career in the Sims Get Famous. And I love the wallpaper that I used there. Anyways, now we're jumping right up onto the third floor. So first here, I'm just building a small little backstage area where they can prepare, because right next to it is gonna be the, what do they call it? I think it's still a film studio. It's like a mini film studio just for like green screen stuff or whatever. So here it is, and cover the curtain, of course, for better lighting. And then I tried to find stuff for that video equipment, but they were all too large. So yeah, again, leaving the rooms blank because it's gonna be the same layout over and over again. And then here on the third floor are the science laboratories. So I just put in equipment from Get to Work. I think those are what the doctors use in the doctor profession. Yun, added like some magazines on the walls para kunwari nasa magazine yung school. And then here on this little nook, I decided to add these benches from City Living. I love the benches there. It's so colorful and fun. And this one, the tables, I love those tables. I wish I had those in real life. I want to paint something like that in real life. It would be so cute. And then here we're still on the 3rd floor, but it's in the arts department side. So I think this is supposed to be a classroom for theater students. So I just put, I don't know, a TV and then some movie posters around para kunwari, ewan ko, theater. Okay, anyways, and then next here beside it is the drafting room. So those are drafting tables, but they're just desks. They're not real drafting tables in The Sims. So annoying because I think in The Sims 3 there were drafting tables and there was an architect profession. Okay, but anyways, here the last room is the digital keyboard lab where students can mix music and whatever. And I changed that white wallpaper, it was so bland, to something really funky and fun and blue. Yeah, and then here is another little nook in the 2nd floor lobby. So I added some like shelves and stools where students can, I don't know, work on their laptops, ganun. And then here I think I added a window overlooking the film studio because that's also another thing in my thesis where there's transparency and students can learn from one another by seeing each other at work. And then here I tried to find the best sculpture I could find to fit in here, and for some reason I chose this random astronaut one, and I think we're done. But anyways, that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe, and also don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you're updated whenever I post a new video. I think I'll be doing 3 more builds in The Sims 4, but those will be houses, and those are gonna be design plates that I did in my earlier years in architecture. So watch out for that. Anyways, and if you have any more video suggestions, just leave them down below. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Bye!